Hey y'all, so I wanted to make this video because I had a couple people on my other videos basically trying to argue with when a biblical day starts. So instead of trading opinions, I thought I would make a video and just go through scripture and actually look at what Yahuah is saying to us. Not Babylon, not modern tradition, scripture. So let's start right at the beginning. We are going to read Bereshit, which is Genesis 1:5. And Elohim called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there came to be evening, and then there came to be morning one day. Y'all, every single creation day started with evening and then morning. You really cannot twist that unless you're really committed to being wrong, because he repeated himself 6 different times. But wait, there's more. So then Yahuah gives us the timing of Sabbath day. Let's flip over to Leviticus or Vayikra, and that's going to be 23:32. It says, "It is a Sabbath of rest to you, and you shall afflict your beings. On the 9th of the new moon at evening, from evening to evening, you observe your Sabbath." So let me ask you a real question to the people who are trying to argue with me and also doing it very rudely, which ain't the fruit of the spirit, but I'll digress on that. If the day truly started at sunrise, like you're claiming, Yahuah would not command us to start evening and end evening. It says, from evening to evening, you shall observe your Sabbath. I mean, he's literally defining it himself. Okay, but let's keep going on because Passover follows the same exact pattern. This is Shemot or Exodus 12:18. And it says, "In the first month on the 14th day of the new moon, in the evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the new moon in the evening." So we are starting at evening and we are ending at evening. Again, there is nothing in this text about sunrise. All right, well then you got this. Let's look through Nehemiah. We're going to look at 13:19. Okay, and it came to be when the gates of Yerushalayim, which is Jerusalem, were shaded before the Sabbath, that I commanded the doors to be shut, and commanded that that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And I stationed some of my servants at the gate so that no burdens would be brought in on the Sabbath day. It is literally telling us right there that they shut the gates as darkness approached. And why? Because that is when Sabbath starts. Not dawn, not sunrise. Dark. Now let's look at what Yahusha himself told us. Marcos, which is Mark 1:32. "And when evening came, when the sun had set," not risen, set, "they brought to him all who were sick and those who were demon possessed." Why did people wait until the evening came and the sun had set? Because the Sabbath was over then. Okay, and it says, "And when evening came, when the sun had set," not risen, set, "they brought to him all who were sick and those who were demon possessed." So people waited until after the sunset because it was Sabbath. Sabbath law says you can't carry the sick or travel very far until Shabbat or Sabbath was over. And according to scripture, Sabbath ends at sunset, not sunrise. So the moment that sun set, the Sabbath ended and a new day began. And that's when everyone rushed to Yahusha for healing. So if the day started at sunrise, this verse makes 0 sense. And just to make this airtight, I went ahead and I looked up evening as Erev, which maybe I'm saying that wrong, I don't know. That is H6153, meaning sunset, dusk, growing dark. Morning is Boker. Again, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly or not. And that is H1242, meaning the end of the night, dawn. Not once, not a single time has scripture say the day begins at sunrise. So y'all, if y'all want a sunrise beginning of the day, then that's fine, but you're not getting out the Bible. And if you are, please give me the chapter and verse, because I've asked multiple times and all I hear is opinions back. And I'm just going to add on there that calling the sunset day Babylonian while using the sunrise reckoning that actually stems from Babylon Yeah, I'm going to pretend like I didn't even read that one, because that's quite comical. Sunset to sunset, that's when the day begins, not because of me, not because of tradition, not because of my opinions, my feelings, because Yahuah said so. Shalom.